Hello everyone and welcome to this video where we're creating a full stack chat app in 30 minutes. This is one of the best tutorials on YouTube. So let's get started. So I want you to we're going to start with a Node.js server where I'm going to cd into my desktop. I'm going to create a new file called Node.js React.js chat, and I want to cd into Node.js and React.js chat. So I want to cd into this Node.js and React.js chat. And then inside of that folder, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a file name backend, and mkdir is for creating the file. So, and now I'm going to cd into my backend. And what I'm going to do is for a Node.js one, I'm going to hit npm init. So what does npm init do? So when I click npm init, it initializes like a new Node.js. So I'm gonna hit npm init, and once I hit npm init, I'm just gonna wait for it to happen. Okay. Okay. So now npm is done. I'm just going to say code dot, which is going to open my VS Code. So you want to be there, and yeah. So yeah, my VS Code will be opening. Yeah. So once your Visual Studio. So guys, this is how your VS Code should look like. So now we are going to be installing a couple of dependencies that are used. So we're going to be installing Express Cores Axios, because Express is the HTTP server framework we'll be using. So here I want you to open your terminal, and I want you to just run npm in I express core and Axios, and I will be waiting for it to paste, and I'm going to be waiting for that to happen. So guys, I want you to install this. So here, if you can see over here, npm I express cores Axios, and I'll be waiting for that to happen. So guys, now I'm going to be installing Nodemon. Since that's done, so I want to run npm I install dash save minus the Nodemon, because Nodemon is like one of the most important. So I'm going to wait for that to basically happen. So guys, since that's done, I don't need this anymore. I can just close that or control J. Right now I'm just gonna resize that. Yeah. And right now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding a start script so I can start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a start script. So based on how that start script is going to work, so it's going to run our app, that start script. I mean, we can use test, but we need a start script, and I'm going to just write start over there. It's beeping because we did not write a comma. So now I can save, I can exit the app, and I can create a new file called index.js. We're going to be writing all our Express code. So now I can close that. I'm going to put that over there, and then I'm going to initialize the app. So now what we're going to be doing is I'm going to have some boilerplate code. So in the GitHub, I have a repository where I'm going to have this code. I'm just going to walk it through you because we're low on time. And yeah, so const express will require express the basic one. Const course will require course, we're requiring course. Then we're going to initialize the app. Then we're going to say app.use express.json, app.use course origin show, and then here in post to authenticate. And then we're authenticating with the username and like a fake SHA-256, yeah. So the app is going to be listing on 3001. So let's go over here, and then I'm going to write npm run dev, and I'm going to open up my Google Chrome. So guys, so now it's sorry, actually I did a mistake. It's actually npm run start. I'm like too focused on front end and like that. So yeah, I can save this file, let this file be. I don't need this right now. And then I'm going to create a new file called request dot I think it's a response file. Oh no, it's a rest file. I have to rename that, like I need to rename it to rest file. Request.rest, and then we're going to be making a request to the backend. So now I'm going to recommend you some extensions. So I'm going to open extensions, and I recommend going to going and installing the REST extension over here, REST client. So I'm just going to show you. I have it, okay? I remove that and let me go to my file and request.res. And in request.res, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making a request. So I'm going to say post, and then post I'm going to say https://localhost. And then what we're actually doing is we're like making a request over there. So let's select. So I'm gonna be making a request http dot // localhost 1980 3001. So then we made something called like authentication, which is authenticate, and then after that I am no authenticate, yeah, and then I'm gonna say the content type over here. Thank you, tab 9. It's going to have application.json/JSON. I'm going to give a fake user. We're just going to be using fake username before we actually create the login system and all of that. So I'm going to say this as my name, Tanish, and then I'm just going to save that over there. And then let's get started implementing the chat engine. So guys, now we're going to be implementing chatengine.io. So what you want to do is also before that I'm going to send a request. So make sure you have that installed. So it said my username Tanish and the secret shots 2056. So I can just close this and then I can open. Okay, I can open. So guys, if you can see me on the chat application, the number 1 chat tool for startups. So what you want to do is basically you want to sign up, and guys, here is the chat engine. So in chat engine I am going to say, let's say a test chat app, and then no promo code, create the project. Let's create a project. So test chat app. Let me resize this a bit so you guys can see it. Don't forget to subscribe to me. Also, I'm going to be copying my project ID, and I'm going to be going into VS Code, and I'm going to tell you where to paste it. So guys, we're going to be fetching a object from chat engine that I can visit, like their website, res.chat engine.io. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to get a post. This is all in GitHub. So yeah, so private key xxs return res.status. I'm just going to save, and yeah. So now what we're going to do is, so also guys, what I want you guys to do is I want you to copy your project ID, copy it, and no, not the project ID. 1 minute.
What we want to do is
So guys, I want you to copy your private key. I want you to copy to clipboard your private key, and what I want you to do is I want you to paste your private key right over here. And then, so hello everyone, and what I did was I actually created a new user, and with the following code over there I sent a request, and I got it. Yeah, I got an ID to it. I got is authenticated last message, text the username, the secret, email, first name, avatar, everything. I got it. So now what we are going to be doing is, so now guys, we are going to focus on the front end. So what we are going to do in the front end is what I'm going to be doing. So now the back end is completely done. So now I'm going to be focusing on the front, the UI, everything. So what I want to do is I want to do npm create. We're going to use Vite. Okay. Yeah, so you want to create like 1 minute. There's something really wrong here. So you want to create Vite, and yeah. can see here. So guys, what I did is create a Vite app with the React one. So the variant was frontend, the project name, the framework was React, and the variant was JavaScript. So let's get started and let's disable React strict mode. So guys, what I did was npm install, which installed the dependency of frontend, and I deleted the main.jsx because React strict mode doesn't really go well with So next we are going to edit the app.js, and what we are going to be doing in the app.js is we're going to be guys, now what you need to do, in my GitHub repository, if you go to the app.js and copy this line of code, replacing everything, you get this. And also you need to create an auth page and a chat page. Over here, auth page and then chat page in the source directory. And what we need to do in the chat page, you need to say const chat page is equal to this arrow function, this, and return, I'm gonna say div, yeah, I'm gonna say chat. I'm going to export default chats. Okay, I think it's chat page. It's supposed to be chat page. Okay, smaller guys. Actually, you're supposed to rename the file to chat page, not chat page. My mistake, sorry. Chat page, and then I can save that, and then once I there in the auth page, I'm not gonna save that just fine. So in this auth page, what we're going to do is we are going to so I'm going to copy some code from my GitHub and I'm going to paste it since we're a long time. So in my GitHub, this stuff will be. So you want to add this following code, and you can save the app.jsx file right away. And also, guys, in my GitHub, there's a CSS file, app.css. Go to app.css, and we want to delete everything here. Paste it with my code, and you want to save it here. Once you save it, you can run the file, and then you can say npm run dev. You can just come here, npm run dev, and click enter. And if you go to the localhost 3000, you will see like a welcome page. So I clicked npm run dev, and I am going to open my Chrome. So my Chrome, I am going to open. And once you see, this is the browser. So this is how it looks. Let's just say my name and let's say enter. And then you can see chats. This is beautiful, right? So right now I can go back. Now I'm authenticated and all those stuff. So now let's get on working some more stuff in the video. So now I can go back to my application. Yeah. So this is our application, and the code.exe. I can close the main.jsx file, and yeah. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. Is I'm going to be installing Axios, like the help with library. So I'm just gonna wait for that to happen. So guys, I have just installed Axios, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to close this, and I am going to go out of that page. I'm going to come down. I'm going to go there. I'm going to copy this line of code, which I have pasted, and there's an error, it seems. So let me just fix it. Yes, it was just a typo error. Added an extra comma. So now we are done with this. So next, what we can do is we can enable like the pretty link. So I want to do like I have three options over here. Like I have React Chat Engine Pretty, Advanced, and Main. So for this tutorial, I'm going to be using Pretty version. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to click on the panel. I'm going to npm install React Chat Engine Pretty version, and I'm going to wait for this to happen. So you want to install Pretty Chat, and then after installing, you want to go to your chats page, and then under that you want to like paste this, and then what you want to do is fill in your project ID and your secret. So guys, what you need to do is you need to create a like .env file over here with your Vite project ID over here, and then paste that code from my GitHub, and then you can just run it, where I will show you in a minute. So guys, this is the chat app finally finished, fully fledged chat app. This is the user hide definition. Just let me just settle a image. Let me just pick an image. Download. Let me send that image. Subscribe right now, and then I can view it. So now I can right now I am going to duplicate my tab. I'm going to enter my other username. Click enter. Hi bro. You see that? You see that? Typing 5:59 p.m. It's typing, and he's typing. And then if I type something, he's like typing, and then if I send, bam. This is the full stack chat app I was mentioning. It's so cool. So right now, if I were to refresh the page, I would be redirected over here, and I can enter my username, this, and if I click enter here, then if I search for user, and if I add them, there's a group over here. See that? Bam. See that? This is the full